Good day, guys, and welcome back to Alliance War Season 57. This is episode 10. So Salty actually donated us. It's the first time they've donated this season. That didn't really matter what we did. We were never going to beat them when they died 0 times. So yeah, GG to them. But we move on to the next war. We've got 7 fights today, actually. So it's our biggest war of the season so far. And we are actually taking 6 tactic defenders. So we're against Chaos. These guys are well known for having a very strong defense, lots of rank 4s. I think we're just fighting the 2 rank 4s actually today. We were meant to fight 3, but I'll talk about that. Our team is our 7-star rank 3 Hood, 7-star rank 3 Negasonic, and our 7-star rank 3 Medusa. So a really fun team today, actually. Now Hood and Negasonic are both tactic attackers. And yeah, like I said, we are fighting 6 tactic defenders, and Medusa is for that 1 non-tactic defender. So we are just running our standard non-recoil masteries with Mystic Dispersion 5, and also the deep wounds there will help for Medusa as well. So we're starting off like normal on path 8. We've got an Attuma here. Now Negasonic is the best Attuma counter in the entire game because she completely shuts down everything in his kit with the non-contact attacks and also the Incinerate she applies that removes his hydration charges. And also the passive stun she has. So she does really well for this fight. Now this is also on the rage nodes. We are not running any boosts. And I realized that we probably were going to be triggering rage at some point. So we did actually trigger on the heavy. It's been really passive here with this first special one, which meant we lost a lot of our Incinerate vulnerability here. So we actually threw another heavy to reapply the Incinerate vulnerability. That heavy didn't trigger the rage. But we go to a special 2. This was a bit risky because this actually did trigger rage, or trigger 2 furies. So if we'd triggered 1 more fury buff here, he would have actually got the glancing buff, which would not have been good. However, the Incinerates are taking him down quite well now. Although he did throw 1 more special one that I wanted him to, so he actually went immune to Incinerate for a sec, so he actually purified all those Incinerates we did put on him from the special 2. But it's really not too much of a big deal. Like, he's down anyway in just over a minute. Alright, so next up we have a Medusa. We have fought a Medusa here in the past. Hasn't been too bad. I did actually completely forget about her auto block in this fight though. It's a bit tricky at the start because you have to heavy and then knock her down to remove the nullify immunity. So in that time she can get a few fury buffs if you don't get lucky with staggers. You get 1 stagger there. But unfortunately our invisibility ran off here, and that's when she got her 3rd fury buff. So we actually hit her a 2nd time just as she got her 3rd fury buff, so she actually parried me, which was not good. So here I want to throw a special 2 to just dump the power really, and we get the nullify immunity off her. She actually auto blocks me again, which was unfortunate, but it's alright, we can recover. We are invisible now, so we can bypass the auto block, and we also punish the special, so we are unblockable. Not too bad. She throws another special 1. She only has 2 fury buffs. We punish it for the unblockable. Throw a special 2 just randomly, really, and then 1 more heavy finishes her off. So yeah, definitely not the best that fight has gone, but we've managed to do it. We managed to recover from that little mistake there, getting parried. Next up is a Nova. First time I've fought Nova this season, I think, or maybe the 2nd time. This is on the encroaching stun node. I might have fought him here actually before in the season. It's not too bad of a fight. He was throwing a few back-to-back heavies here, which is a bit unfortunate. I was trying to get my invisibility up, of course. Now, when we're invisible, we completely bypass encroaching stun because we're, of course, stun immune during invisibility. So he dexes out of my attack, unfortunately, there, but we managed to get the invisibility back just in time for the encroaching stun. And we were throwing a special anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. I probably could have heavied here, to be honest. I have used quite a lot of charges. I unfortunately don't have the Mojo synergy. Now, this will come up later because I did have 5 fights assigned to Hood. Sorry, 4. 4 fights, so that was the 2nd fight. And we have actually lost a few charges, but I'll get to that when we get to our next Hood fight. Next up is the Black Panther Civil War. I completely forgot that he resists the heavy straight away. It used to be pre-buff that you have to wait, he has to have an armor buff, but now not anymore. He just needs to have that, the purple thing. I'm not sure what it's called. We did manage to get the Incinerate vulnerability anyway. This is on the safeguard node. She is still a really good counter for this fight, mostly because of the passive stuns. She can safely parry him. I wanted to block those special ones just so I could easily punish it. So instead of, or like with a light attack, instead of dexing back. But there we didn't repeat the medium there, so we were able to punish with a medium. But a lot of light, medium combos, or light, medium, light if he does have a bar of power. He was a bit passive with this one, so you actually reparry him there. Get a special 1 to refresh the incinerates. They're doing really nice damage now. They're basically ticking for just under 5k. And I'm pretty confident this could finish him off. So I think we did actually trigger a disintegration here, but it doesn't matter because this was our last Negasonic fight. And he goes down in just under a minute. So this is the Sersi. This is the next fight, Sersi. So this is on Ebb and Flow knockdown and right back at it. And I think we started with about 18 charges with Hood. And we did have one more fight after this with Hood assigned to us. And I thought I would actually get a lot more charges back with this fight than I did. I'm not actually sure why I lost so many charges, really. I can't actually explain why. If someone knows why, because I thought she would be getting a ton of regens and power gains and stuff from her Sig ability. But you can see we're not doing that well with charge maintenance. We're down to 12 now, 11. She's just not triggering. She's just not triggering buffs, and that's how you get your charges back without the Mojo Synergy. If we had the Mojo Synergy, we'd get 3 charges every time we knock her down, so it wouldn't be an issue. But you see, we're down to 4 charges now, which is not good because we still have one more fight assigned to Hood. We have 7 now, and that finishes her off. But it actually affected the next fight we were going to take. We were meant to take Dark Phoenix on Conflictor Hazard Shift, but with the 7 charges, it just wasn't possible. But it was possible to take this fight, which was the next door fight, Gorr. Just because it's a lot easier to get your charges back against Gorr because he has way more buffs than Dark Phoenix does. Which sucked because I actually really wanted to fight Dark Phoenix. I know she's a really scary defender, but I was actually looking forward to fighting her. But we're fighting Gorr instead with Hazard Shift. Yeah, it was a bit of a rough start because we only started with 7 charges. But you can see straight away, even though we've thrown a special 2, we've increased the amount of charges we've started with. Although we go down to 2 there, so we want to get a couple of hits into our invisibility. Unfortunately, I dropped the block there, so unfortunately we lost a bit of health from his special 1. And we missed a light intercept there. Luckily, he didn't have any shadow buffs, so he didn't trigger any debuffs on us. That's what the Fate Seal is good for. We trigger another invisibility here. We use all our bullets here, down to 23, but he's one more heavy finishes him off there. So pretty clean fight. Well, apart from the little mishap with his special 1, but it wasn't too bad considering we started with only 7 charges. And then our final fight is Infamous Iron Man. We sort of realized that Hood could have done this fight, I think. This is an aspect of evolution, enhanced power game, whatever. But we're using Medusa. We still have the power start 1 left over from that Hood fight, so we use that for Medusa, just to get the armor shattered on straight away. And I messed up a couple of times in this fight with his special 1. Yeah, his special 1 can still sometimes clip me. I definitely didn't practice it enough today. And it's been a long time since I've fought this guy, just in general. Now that he's a 7-star, I've got to be getting more used to it, I think. But we're fine with dexing the special 2. And it is quite easy to bait the special and get into a special 2 because of aspect of evolution and all the other power gain nodes. We missed the special 1 dex there, unfortunately. And he also tried to slice at me several times in this fight. He like dashed out my mediums. We auto blocked that special 1 after the first hit clipped us. And he still has the armor shattered on, so we're able to refresh the armor shattered here with the special 3. If we weren't able to get to a special 3 in time, we would have just dumped the special 2 and got a bunch of bleeds on him. But we were lucky enough to get the special 3 off. He actually hit through our block there, so he got a shock on us, but that's gone away now, so he can't heavy stun us. And he's down to his 15% now, so we can't throw a special. We're special locks now. We managed to finally dex a special 1 there, and then that finishes him off. So pretty good war for us, the 7 fights. I really wanted to fight Dark Phoenix. Hopefully we will get to fight her one time at least before the season ends. But yeah, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.